Hey everyone, it's Ivan, kitbadger.com, out here for another gear review, and today we're talking gloves. These guys right here, which are the Guide Gloves by Beyond. Big picture, 13,000 foot view. What are they? They are gloves for outdoor adventures when it's cold. They are insulated. They are not a shooting glove. You can probably get away with shooting like a rifle with them, pistol, maybe not so much, but there's actually a lot of really cool features built into them, which I'll go over right now. These gloves are super durable. They're actually made out of cowhide, cow belly, I believe. And inside, across the palm, as well as on your thumb and forefinger, there's reinforced material, basically just kind of those high wear spots. And back here, there's some elastic, as well as on the other side. And then this kind of like neoprene gauntlet, basically, with a Velcro closure. So when you put this on, it's actually fairly snug, but you can snug it up even more with that. And that way it keeps any snow, wind, things like that from coming into your glove, which is really nice. On the back of your thumb here, you have the suede material for wiping your nose, again, made for cold weather. And on the back side, you have basically some padding across the back of your hand and on those knuckles there. These are supposedly touch capacitive. I haven't had much luck using screens with them, and honestly, just dexterity wise, kind of feel like I have fat fingers with these, so I'll just pull my gloves off if I need to actually use my phone. But lastly, over here on the back of this glove, well, both of them on the middle finger, you can clip them together if you want with a carabiner, and yeah, secure them to your gear if you choose to do so. Something else worth mentioning, these are actually insulated with PrimaLoft Gold insulation, as well as Aerogel, making them really warm. And then among the other materials used inside is actually wool, which, yeah, creates a really nice, warm, cozy glove. And as far as temps, these are rated down to 0 degrees Fahrenheit, which I guess brings us to how I've actually used these gloves. I've used these gloves a lot over the last kind of winter, spring, as of filming this, to include actually downhill skiing. They do a pretty good job. Keep your hands nice and warm, and plenty of dexterity for just manipulating poles, as well as gear, bindings, things along those lines. And I've done some like kind of just backcountry adventure stuff too, to include actually going up Strawberry Mountain, like snowshoeing up the mountain. Again, keeping your hands nice and warm. And one of my favorite things, honestly, is like camp chores. So collecting wood. The last thing you want to do in the mountains is mess your hands up, and collecting wood, pretty good way to mess them up, especially like breaking sticks and things along those lines. And they have held up really well, like incredibly durable. And while they are leather, they are not necessarily waterproof, but you can kind of get them to the point of waterproof with some wax. Beyond also sells their bee balm. It's kind of a mixture of beeswax and some other oils and stuff like that. And yeah, you can scoop this stuff out and use it to treat the gloves. Pretty much just end up rubbing it in, and it's also good for your hands, which bonus. So you don't have to put on like gloves to rub stuff into your gloves. But you basically take this stuff and yeah, rub it into the leather. It ends up protecting it and gives it kind of a certain level of waterproofness. And it is pretty rad. Overall, I've been really stoked with these gloves. Is there anything I don't care for with these gloves? Yes and no, kind of a double-edged sword. So the kind of like gauntlet part back here that goes up over your wrist, it's awesome. It does a great job of keeping wind and everything out, but it does not play well with watches. So it either shoves your watch way up your wrist, or you can tuck your watch into it, and now you don't really have access to your watch, and it's honestly kind of uncomfortable because of just how much room there is or not is to begin with. And then, yeah, even with it just Velcroed, still just that elastic, not super comfortable. So if you do keep your watch on, usually it just gets shoved up, which Later on, you're like, why is my forearm hurt? And it's because the watch got shoved up and basically putting pressure on all your tendons and everything like that. So honestly, I'll end up just taking my watch off when I'm wearing these gloves. Is it a showstopper? No, but it's something I've definitely ran into. And yeah, I mean, cuts both ways. Does a great job keeping snow, wind, everything like that out, but makes it difficult to wear a watch at the same time. If you're looking for a solid pair of adventure gloves for out of doors winter adventures, these are probably them. Really comfortable, really durable, definitely warm. These being their guide gloves, rated down to 0 degrees. They also have a light version. I'm not sure what it's rated to, but price-wise, you're looking at about 135 bucks. Is that expensive? Honestly, I think there's a lot of value there and probably get years and years of use out of them if you treat them right. Speaking of which, their Balm. This stuff, I believe it's about 20 bucks for a tin. Work on pretty much any leather goods. But yeah, it definitely makes these really comfortable and yeah, just helps preserve them. Overall, pretty solid product though. But if you appreciate my content and want to support it, I greatly appreciate it. Whether it's liking and sharing videos or supporting me directly through Patreon. Little as $1 a month, get early access to videos, as well as some exclusive content, and help me go out there and create more content for you. Not to mention our active Discord. If you have questions for me, happy to answer them over there. But as always, thanks for joining us at kitbadger.com. Look forward to seeing you next time.